Good evening, everyone. It's another Cannon Cross Sportscast special, and today I've got on my cousin. He's come over to this channel now to discuss his favorite team in football team in the world, and we need his expertise around the Premier League roundup. So the other hosts are more focused on boxing, so we can continue now with the second part of developing the channel. So, cause Premier League weekend, you said you were shocked that Man United won.
Yeah, I expected a draw, to be honest with you, just because I see how Arsenal usually are at home. And I just knew we would lose, you know. Um, Arsenal are very strong at home. They don't when they score first, they don't usually lose.
Yeah,
So
they haven't all
the
season.
fact,
That's the first
yeah,
time.
first time. So the fact that they took the lead, which was kind of against the run of play at the time, that they played well for the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so then we took control, and then they just scored like a little jammy goal. But yeah, we just reacted well to it. Reacted well. It took us what 8 minutes to get back, and
You watched
then
it live, didn't you?
yeah, I watched it live. So yeah, it was good. It was a good game though, regardless.
Some are saying that's the best game all season.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just like the intense, isn't it? It's just obviously the old school rivalry between Arsenal and Man United, regardless of where both teams at. It's always a big game, isn't it?
It's true.
It's always a big game.
Well, Man United is always going to be a big club now because the history, the trophies, yeah, and of the finances. So, and regardless if they're falling off, it's
Yeah,
always going to be a big club.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but what I was surprised with was the verve and the energy that Man United showed and the belief even when they went behind. There was no panic stations or head dropping like it did under Tag and Amarim.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what really impressed me. But the quality I've always known was there because when you signed a Bruno, because obviously last season Man United were pedestrian up front. So when you made them signs, I said, yeah, I expected upturning results, which to be fair, it was because what Amarim took you lot to fifth. So when everyone was saying that, oh, we're doing well under Maresca, I said, look, Man United is struggling, but they're above us. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we talking about. So Amarim was turning it around, but Carrick coming in and changing the formation and
The
having.
thing is like even when I watch the game, you can still see elements of Ruben's game with these
Mm,
players. You
yeah.
know, so obviously a lot of these players are his. You know, like the three scorers were all his signings. So
Mm,
you can still see certain elements, even like the interchangeable positions that the players were doing. Obviously,
mm.
I was shocked that Bremer even started up top against Gabriel and Saliba. I thought you did a little bit more physicality there with Seshko maybe to come in
Mm.
and maybe ruffle a few feathers. Obviously, he's still lightweight, but he can hold up the ball pretty well.
No, yeah, he's strong. He's got low center
Yeah,
of gravity. Remember, some of them short man, they're physically stronger than them tall ones, and they because they got this low center of gravity, their balance is better.
yeah.
So,
But I mean, he's quite tall. He's just lean, isn't it? So
mm.
I just thought he might come
Yeah,
in
but he's
and
shorter than Maguire. Yeah, he's shorter and lighter than
yeah.
Maguire. Mm.
But yeah, like I said, I just thought it had a little bit more physicality there. I just didn't think we'll play with a Bema at top. I just didn't think it would work, but the pressing element really worked.
Yeah, because the
So
energy is a unit. They've all got
energy,
legs and they can close the ball quickly.
yeah, and that's
And
obviously what
fast
we
in
were doing.
transition.
We allowed them to have the ball at the back, and then we just pounced on them whenever they made a mistake. And that's
Mm.
obviously was a good game plan from Carrick.
Yeah, that's what I always advocate. When you see a team that plays high lines and positional based football, that's the best way to, especially if you don't make to hide the individual mistakes. Because when you play like that, even if you got the distances right, if someone makes a ricket, there's someone so close by, it's hard for them to get past the block.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know why the other managers were insisting on not trying to defend in a low block like that with that shape, because the amount of athletes you got in your side now
But
is
that's the thing because Ruben played it against Newcastle like a
mm,
few weeks ago, and it worked. Because he
mm,
played Dogo right wing, and it was
mm.
like, okay, so that formation works. Why would you go back to the 5-3 at the back the next game against Wolves? They were bottom of the league. They ain't won the game all season, so it didn't make sense.
Yeah, I
So
know what
now
they
that
do. I
Carrick
know what they
has,
do. They look at the video analysis and then he thinks, oh, this is what we can exploit. That's why they change it up like that. Mm.
but again, Wolves played the same system at the time. But why would
Mm.
you try and match that? You might as well try something different because it wasn't working previously, and it worked
Mm.
the last game. So it
Mm.
just didn't make sense why he would then change up again and match what Wolves were doing when they ain't won a game all season. So it was very
Mm.
poor management, really,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
why.
of course. Yeah, I agree. I agree. With their money there, that again, they have to. But maybe he's seen something because you know what they say, them top pros, they see something that the average fan don't. So this is why they get paid the big bucks.
Of course, which is why like I said, I thought Mbemo being up top was not going to work. Like,
No, no, for when you beat Man City, I knew it would work. I remember he used to play like that for Brentford, you know?
yeah,
Play like
that's
that
what
for
I'm saying.
Brentford. So yeah, remember you don't remember Luis Suarez wasn't a tall striker. Yeah. And we used
Yeah,
to have Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank when I was younger. He wasn't a tall striker. And he used to
yeah,
hold up the ball well. You don't have to do it. As long as you got some form of strength and a good first touch with your back to goal, you can receive it. Just think of Iniesta and Busquets when they used to be back to goal. People thought they could harass them with the physicality. And they
yeah,
couldn't because they'll pop it off, see his first touch, couldn't get near them. They're doing that quick early turn. So before you can set to tackle, they're gone. Yeah, there's ways around it. There's ways around
yeah,
it. You don't always have to be a Hulk like a Hardland to or a Delap to be up there and be bully riding. It's just like it's good to have the variety depending on the situation and someone's form.
yeah. But I mean, even when Mbemo went off, I was fuming because I was like, it's working. So
Mm.
why would you take him off and now bring on Cunha? But also, I understood as well that Cunha obviously is a good ball carrier, so obviously he was able to hold the ball a bit more. So it
But
kind
look
of
at the
worked
goal.
as
Look at the winning goal.
That's the same. That's again because of Sheshko's movement. He created that space. If you see his movement, he moved forward. Gabriel was got a bit confused, like shall I follow him, but then Sleep was
Mm.
there, but he didn't realize how
Mm.
close he was to him. So
Yeah,
he
but
just quickly,
the distance between the midfield and defense was too big as well. Because once they done that
but
combination play and they tried to close them down,
yeah, but they were chasing the
they're trying
game.
to say I would have come out because you could see he was gonna size up the shot. Someone should have come out to narrow the shooting angle, the shooting lane.
But again,
They
it's
didn't. They
because
thought they could hold the line, and they think, yeah, how likely he's gonna hit the back of the net from there.
no,
And
but again, it's Sheshko's movement. If you watch it,
yeah,
you'll
yeah,
see
no, I thought it. Yeah, yeah, that's
moving.
what move is true. But remember that's one strike in it. There's two centre halves there. One of them could have come out and tried to close the shooting lane. That's what they always
Yeah,
tell.
but
One
I think
covers one team.
it's just
Mm,
how their position. Also, they were shifting more to the right hand side, didn't it? So obviously,
mm,
it was a quick interchange between Bruno,
mm,
Mainu, and then Cunha, then created the space.
mm,
And also, there's a
mm.
big wide gap that
Yeah, yeah,
Raya
but
didn't.
he should have come out. Once it's like that, they teach you that once you come off the line to stop the shot. Obviously,
Yeah, of
some
course.
managers tell you to hold the line because said it's unlikely that they'll be able to hit the target from there and score. Because you
Yeah.
know,
So they
how
got.
much times long shots go past. But when you know you got someone with quality, it's a serious risk. So you're gambling on them missing rather than you being proactive to stop
I
it.
mean,
It's like people
only.
that allow crosses in the box. They think if we stay compact, we let people cross from the wide areas. He said, "Yeah, that's all right because the defenders are now, so they're not going to really find anyone in the box unless it's real pinpoint, which is hardly ever. It's usually percentage crosses. But
Yeah,
then
but
this
I mean,
minute that
Cunha,
says, oh,
Cunha,
why didn't they stop him at source? He should have been out there, stop the cross.
yeah, but Cunha has been doing it all season that type of shot, and he's not worked. So that's probably why Gabriel held the line.
Exactly.
That's what Gabriel held the line. If he knew he could score from there, he would have probably closed that gap a little bit quicker.
Mm,
But because obviously he's had those few chances all season and he's
mm,
not hit anything, and he was like,
yeah,
I'll just hold the line.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what happened. But obviously, again, you're chasing the game. It's like last fourth, you just got 2-2. Everyone's gassed for Arsenal. So obviously, they was like, let's go chase the game, innit? So
yeah.
they weren't thinking properly. They were just.
Yeah.
And they
No, to
always
be
said
fair,
once you.
I don't mock anyone because I've seen it. Sometimes when you step out, they said, "Oh, he stepped out now. We just can play it in behind him." Someone runs, third man running behind him. That's it. He said, "Why you come out of your position there? You should just hold it." It
Yeah,
depends on the
exactly.
manager's philosophy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all it is. With that, you can lose and win both ways.
yeah. But
Some people
obviously,
said,
Arsenal are rigid like that though.
mm,
They're
mm,
very rigid, so they know that they have to keep position. So obviously,
mm,
that's just how they've been coached.
yeah, yeah,
Which is why it's always like looks very samey when they bring on their subs. It's always like, okay,
yeah, the same kind of subs all the
we the
time.
same
There's
kind of
no,
subs. So we knew it was gonna happen. We knew Joffrey was gonna come on. We knew Madueke was gonna come on. We knew Mourinho will come on. It was just obvious. So we just played to that. It's like we wanted you to do that.
mm,
You made it easier for us when Joffrey came on anyway, because obviously Jesus usually that vocal point where
pace
he's
and
like
mobility.
he links up. Yeah, he links up
Mm,
well. But
mm,
Joffrey is just that physical guy. You just got to stand strong to him. He ain't got a good first touch.
mm. Saying that when
That's
he's
one.
been fought in Lisbon, he used to be serious with that. But yeah, I noticed for Arsenal, he looks a bit rigid and robust with his first touch.
I,
But
I feel like
I
he's
think
too.
it's the
I feel like
nerves
he's
and
too
the
heavy.
pressure. Mm.
Yeah, and I feel like he's too heavy. He
Well, to
ain't
be
as
fair,
more. It's not.
watching when Sporting whooped Man City when Amarin was there, he looked terrific, man. He looked like those. perfect all round centre forward the
Yeah,
Swedish
yeah,
army.
yeah.
I just
But
think it's
I
the
don't know.
pressure and the way Arsenal play.
I think, yes. I think there's more to meet the eye with Gyökeres. I feel like
No,
something
no, there is,
he
there
might have
is.
been,
No, they're
he
playing
might have
there.
been on something at Sporting, man. I don't know. He
No,
just
no,
looked.
no.
He
He
looked.
he scored all types of goals there. When they were saying, he's not thinking, I said, listen, man, back to goal, spin, man, in behind, left foot shot, header, right foot shot, dribble, man. Yeah, carry the ball
What's
30,
it?
40 yards. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What's it? The Portuguese league ain't the physical as a Brit as
No,
a
no, no,
Brit.
it's not. It's not. He's them.
So,
As
so
the
he was
way
at
he's
that point.
built, he's gonna bully ride most of them man there in the league
Exactly.
with the way he is. But no, he still be effective. Yeah, it's like when Haaland come over, people used to tell me, Sean Haaland won't make it the Premier League. He's farming in the German league and before when he's in Salzburg. Yeah, I said yeah, it
No,
was.
no, no.
I said
I knew like
Haaland swing.
I knew Haaland would do bits in his league. Like it was just obvious.
No, you know how much people cuss me because obviously I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
watching him from when he's at
I know.
Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg, and people said, Sean, what are you looking at that striker? We don't want him. Bring back Lukaku. I said, nah, Rasta. Before that you gets noticed by everyone, yeah, bring him in. No, no, no. Same when I used to say about Harry Kane. Nah, he's a championship striker at best, Sean. I said, you lot are just lay fans, man. You
It's-
watch too much match of the day. Not every striker's gonna look like Thierry Henry when they start out, or
yeah,
R9 or Cristiano Ronaldo. Not everyone's going to look like that from day one. Some people develop and grow into their abilities. Some people have hidden potential. Some people, you just can't ever take a risk on them. What I look for in my centre forwards is anticipation, yeah, and the ability to strike the ball first time under pressure. Once they've got that, yeah, I said, even if they're not the best athlete, they will score goals. Mm.
yeah, yeah,
That's why
yeah.
Teddy Sheringham was so good for you. People said, what's that? It's slow as treacle granddad footballer. So listen, Teddy Sheringham is a boss player. He's like a kind of like a poor man's Bergkamp. No, no, no. And then you saw, look, you see what them years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, you don't have to be that. People always looking for the stellar, like outstanding pace and dribbling. And I said, yeah, but you got loads of players like that that have no end product. Can't hit a barn's door. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
There's
it
a
was,
player there with Djokovic. There is.
but it was a good game anyway. Obviously, Dogo and Cunha's strikes were
Yeah,
world class.
Dogos is surprised me. I said, my goodness.
That's
Obviously,
serious.
Ahmad was always the one that I thought, yeah, that's the next one. But that dog, that goal that he scored, Jesus, on the rise like that on his left foot.
Yeah, nasty work, man. Nasty
Hey,
work.
that's top notch, mate. That's top notch. Man, was other players have tried 100 times, miss 99.
I mean,
Mm.
he would do that as well. He would miss 99. It was just he just caught it sweet.
No, but didn't he score another kind of wonder goal the other week again?
Oh yeah, against
Yeah,
Newcastle. Yeah,
yeah, it's big. It's like what they keep saying about Villa. You can't rely on long shots. How much long shots has Villa scored this year?
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Every week they're scoring one outside the box, and not like 20 yards, 30 yards in them way there. It's serious, man. I don't know what
Yeah.
he's doing down there. What's his name again? Oh, I cannot forget his name again.
Dogo.
Villa manager.
Oh, Emery.
Emery, yeah, Umar Emery. I don't know what he's teaching them down there because it's every week and they're putting people. The Everton result was a shocker, but they're bounced straight back. So they're in the
Yeah,
title hunt as well.
yeah, yeah. That most definitely. Oh, yeah, the Everton result was definitely a shocker. No one expected that one, especially at home. But it shows, man. I mean, no one's really trying to win this league. It looks like, man. Everyone's just dropping points when the gap is there to go away
The
with it,
quality
man.
is there. The quality is there. In the league, anyone can beat anyone on their day, and depending
Yeah,
on how you're
100%.
playing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, Arsenal had 7 points to go clear. Like City have been awful last few weeks. Like the first game that they won this season,
Mm.
or in the Premier League, it was this year. Like on the weekend, like
Yeah,
they've had 3 or 4 games they could have eased. Like Arsenal should have pulled away with this. There should be 12, 13 points clear, easy.
no, to be fair, Arsenal's nicked to living a few times on the set pieces. It's so bad
Yeah,
now. Certain people
100%.
call them set piece FC.
It's rubbish football, man.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
sustainable. It's not sustainable.
But to be fair, in Europe they've been fluid, but in the league, it's like I swear he's doing that because of the psychological damages. He's trying to say, listen, don't be too gun ho once we get the lead because our strength is defensively. So just keep the game tight, and that's what came a cropper because your team could smell that on them. They're trying to manage the game out. Let's get after them. It's serious. Like when you've rocked someone in boxing. They
Yeah,
say, wait
yeah,
a minute, is he all right? I'm not sure if he's hurt, but let me roll the dice. You see?
yeah.
He's like that, and it's terrible. Awesome. I think there's no way I would have that. So listen, we put this team to the sword. They're struggling still, regardless that Man City wrote the result. That's an aberration. we are Arsenal. We are gonna win the title. I would have told him, but I can tell he was like, yeah, keep it tight, keep it safe. You know, manage the game. It's only 3 points, and the Man United smelled that. Let's get after them. See,
Yeah,
it's terrible
mad,
when it happens. It's terrible.
mad. But yeah, man, Arteta needs to just start thinking properly, man. Like even like just he panicked even when the four subs. Like what top manager does that? Four subs in one. Like no one does this. Like
Mm,
you manage the game, yeah, you're 2-1 down, but you don't need to panic like that, man. You
mm.
don't need to panic like that.
Yeah, I think some of the criticism is getting his head as well in the media, but are they not fluid? They're too predictable. So where's his game changes? Why is he not play Izzy? Yeah. So
I mean, your captain is getting hooked
hold
on
it.
57th minute. It's like obviously shows he's not in form. Well, then play Eze, start
Mm.
Eze. Like try something different.
I've been hearing rumblings. The reason why he's not playing Eze every week because he doesn't like him in terms of his defensive work and positional sense. He's too much of a maverick. Yeah, I said, yeah, but then
Yeah,
you need that certain time.
but you
Mm,
need that. That's
mm,
why spend 60 million then? Is it
See?
just to stop Tottenham from getting him? Like
No, we
if
wanted
you
him as well. See, we've missed out some serious players, man. Because
it's
I
the same.
wanted
I
him, or
mean,
let's say, and
there's no complaints now. You've got the squad. Last year you complained about the squad depth, and
yeah,
then
you can't complain about that now.
you can't
He's got
complain now.
depth in every position, quality
Every
all
position.
over.
There's
Mm.
two players for every position in Arsenal. There's
Yeah, and
ways of
top
doing
players,
things.
not no second string, top players that can
Exactly.
play in sub.
So it just didn't make sense, man. Like he just got rattled. I just
And
say
it's
you
the way
did.
he plays as well. Too much structure, not enough. He said, listen, the defensive structure, yeah. But when we're attacking, play on your instincts. I trust you lot. You lot are top players. But he's not doing that. He's like, he wants to micromanage every movement. You can't because then teams watch that and say, yeah, we nullify that. They do that all the time.
Yeah.
There's no shock factor with them. Mm.
I
Very
think like
remarkable.
their front four like barely scored a goal this season, really in the Premier League.
Madueke was never a prolific goal scorer. That's why when they were their money there, I said, yeah, that's all right for their money
I
there.
don't know how you got 50 million for him.
But the thing is,
You guys were laughing.
yeah. But the Gittins, I said, I don't see how
Yeah,
Gittins is above
again,
him.
yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't see. But even though Gittins score more goals, I still don't see how he's above Madueke. So I just think, why bring him in when we've got other players that we could play that was already at the club instead of spending that money on Gittins? We could have promoted someone and kept that money in the bank to buy someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a bit odd. It's like revolving doors. Same
This is
with
what
Garnacho, even though I rate him, I said I didn't really want to sign him. I said we should have got Alese or Eze. You see?
yeah, yeah.
It's odd. Yeah. So they're talking about bringing back Kante from my team now.
Is it?
Yeah, he wants to get into French for squad for the World Cup, so he's looking for a loan on the off season. So I said, yeah, I'd have him back.
Oh,
Lavia's injury prone, so is Sugo. We keep having to play Reece James. So I said, yeah, have him. Said, imagine him and Casado in the middle of the park. Listen, fire.
mad, mad.
Buff most games against anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'd like to see that. Mm. But,
that'll be mad if you got
and,
that.
but imagine they're talking about Douglas Luiz. I said, I don't want him. Why are we spending their money on? Listen, they can't be true. That can't must be ruined. But the way we see,
I would take Douglas Luiz though.
no, not for Chelsea, no, man. I'd rather we go back and get Loftus Cheek than that brother there. No, I don't want him. I don't want him, man. Jesus, we
He's a
need
baller,
someone
man.
that we need someone that can break the lines, got an aerial presence, physical presence, that can break the line dribbling. That Douglas is nah, I'm not having him. Every day Loftus Cheek. I don't know why we sold him. Yeah, we need someone that can get goals from midfield because the wingers don't score enough, they don't assist enough. Yeah, and then we're even though we're sharing the goals around the team,
Don't
they
forget, you
still
guys have
score.
missed Palmer this year though.
Yeah, we do, but I'm confident. Even when Palmer's not there, I expect us to win most games. Even if we get the right tactical setup, I expect us still to win most games, even without Palmer. Remember, sometimes when you rely on one or two players like we
I
do,
mean, your strikers are not prolific, so it's like he's the
no, they're
only
not
one that
prolific.
because they'll score goals for you.
Yeah,
Really,
but a lot of the reason why they're not prolific as well is because the way we play. Too much positional, slow
no,
tempo.
but I think it's because obviously Palmer's not there as well.
Yeah, but
Obviously, he would
I've
he would.
seen last year when Palmer was struggling. I said this again. I said it's the way we're letting him play. If he played him more like how Pochettino was playing him, you'd get the best out of him. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
put him on the inside right, and then where they said, I know what you're trying to do. You get because in his favorite foot, he can get more shooting opportunities. But I said we need to give him a free roll because he said he's got such game intelligence and he's so instinctive. He's so good with his back to go on the half turn, dribbling. He said, and finishing. He said, and he's composed as well. He never gets rattled like the erratic finishing. He's always composed even when he misses. He said he needs to be put in the positions where that he likes to go into. And instead, stop telling him, oh, he's got to go here, you got to go there, you got to fill in on the shape. I said, no, because then he becomes predictable and he's easy to nullify. Let him wander. I'll give him a free roll. Yeah. So we don't need structure defensively. We don't need no structure in attack. All this thing about the build, and I want to see so. So nah, them plays. If you're rating them plays and they got game intelligence, let them play and just give them advice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's mad. I want. Yeah, it's this thing about even when I hear some of the top ex pundits saying about, oh, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what their identity. Said you don't want no identity because then it's easy to analyze and plan for it. Jesus.
that's why we struggled. It was too predictable. Everyone knew it was going to play like.
There's only one team I've seen in my time that could play basically the same way and still win, even when people plan for it. Is when Arsenal they put the invincible team. That's the only team.
Yeah,
And to be fair, Man United in the 90s when they used to have the two wingers, Ken and Giggs, and the high tempo, get it down the flanks, crosses in the box, fast counter attacks. That's it. Everyone else, is people start nullifying them. They said, look, they do that every week. So as long as we don't make any individual mistakes and we keep it tight and we focus, we can beat them. No, I don't like that. I like the Ronaldinos, era, the Cristiano when he's young. The Christian Vieri's, the Del Pieros, the Maverick. You need the Mavericks. They unlock low blocks and teams that are trying to make special plans, or they open up space for unsung heroes to get goals because of the space they occupy and they got so many players following them.
but the
Yeah.
system nowadays don't allow them type of players now, innit? That's why they've been kind of coached out of people.
That's why I like. That's why they love players like Cole Palmer when they come in when they said, "Oh, breath of fresh air." Esteban,
Exactly.
oh, he's so brilliant. Because they said they're not like the robots that they're pulling out high speed horses with three lungs.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So look at the top Premier Bergkamp, Zola. See what I mean? They Javi Ginola. Yeah, so what are you talking about? Yeah,
Camp.
so remember even the Hatem Ben Arfa when he's at Newcastle, these kind of players.
Yeah, hundred
Yeah,
percent.
come on, man. Eric Cantona. So these, why do you think they were so thin? Because not only they were technically good, they had such serious game intelligence and belief that even certain time they disobeyed the manager, but because they were so good, the manager had to put up with them. You see it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
they always produce in the key moments. Yeah. All this want to micromanage everything, every movement. Like even Joe, I remember Marino kind of coached Joe Cole out of his playing talent because he wanted him to do certain donkey work. But I said,
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't want him doing that. We want him to show his magic. Yeah. Jesus. All this structure in them way there. They're ruining things.
Yeah.
Even Guardiola's calmed down a bit off of that positional play and possession, defend with possession, kill the game, put them to sleep, then deliver a quick, surge or precise strike. Ah,
That's what I was telling you last year that like, I wasn't rating football nowadays because football's just too robotic.
yeah, yeah.
Too
Now, of
yeah.
course, I've been saying that from when Guardiola come over from Man City from years ago, I was saying it for time. When I used to tell people that there's no strikers better than R9, Christian Vieri, Diego Tristan, Patrick Clivert. Then people say, "What are you talking about? This modern era is quicker, it's faster." I said, "Yeah, but them man, they're not of a level." I said, "Them man, they can play in any era. What are you talking about?" I said, "I remember in Europe when I was a young man, there was like 30 top strikers that scored at least 20 league goals a season. Now you've got maybe only three or four wing
Yeah,
forwards that scoring centre forwards.
it's
Yeah."
mad.
Man, like Salah is like the dream play over, isn't it? Nah,
Yeah,
mate. When I was young, I said Salah's a basic player. Yeah,
it's
man, they
mad.
were like a Kevin Keegan. You see it? See, it's like that. A John Toshak, them kind of man there. Mm.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I used to like Hazard so much. I said, yeah, we got another Maverick with Hazard. You see it? And obviously, when Cole Palmer comes to the right, he's going to inherit their mantle. And now we got Esteban. So I said, listen, we got to find a way for both of them man there to play. Mm.
You got a guy from Sporting as well coming in next
Yeah,
season, no?
Quenda. Yeah, Quenda.
Remember,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he looked.
good, but it depends, innit? It depends how he settles. With
Yeah, of course. He'll be
because we
18
got
then.
Kenny Payers, and when I saw Payers in South America, I said, "What? Pius to me is better than Estevao, but he's gone to Strasbourg. He's struggling. Now they're talking about maybe loaning him out again, and they won't transition him into the first team next year. They're gonna put Quende ahead of him. So, and we got another striker coming as well. They're talking about a lanky Drogba called Omega. I said he looks good, but he seems temperamental, and I don't know if he'll score a lot of goals over here because again, I don't see the movements that I saw from Kane and Haaland when they were young with the anticipation in the position of maximum opportunity between the posts. I don't really see that. He's a lot of pace and power running the channel. So when he's not on top form, I don't see him sniffing out the scrappy finishes or about pouncing or ricochets in the box. I don't see that. I see a lot of athleticism working the channels. So you might be getting another 10, 15 goal as all competition striker, which we don't need. I want to see a man that get 20 plus league goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 all competitions. I don't want no more of that. We don't need that. So it depends. Because they might say, oh, his work off the ball, the way we want to approach the build, he's magnificent. I said, yeah, but that's no good. I don't want what's that Brazilian that used to play for Liverpool? They said he's the best defensive striker. You
Firmino.
remember? He was there only
Firmino.
2 years ago. Huh?
Firmino.
Firmino, that's it, Firmino. I said, yeah, I don't want another Firmino. Jesus, we've had in a few of them now. Yeah. I want someone that's gonna put teams to the sword, and when the time the going gets tough, they're there in the key moments like Drogba, like Diego Costa, like Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose look, you lot still can't find another Henry, so I suppose they don't grow on trees, do they, these days?
No,
Mm.
definitely not. Definitely not.
But yeah, if we change the approach play though, we can definitely coax more goals out of Delap and Pedro. It's just the way we play. We too much sideways passing in the final third, moving the ball left to right, waiting for the opening or a mistaken position to actually play the ball forward or into the box. So sometimes you have to force it. Yeah, you do. Because then the ricochets, then the dodgy clearances when you can win the second balls in that position. We used to do that regular. I remember when Marino was there, the first spell, when we couldn't unlock teams, we'd bully ride them. We said, listen, load up the box, direct, put enough man, 3, 4 man in there, wear them down, tired. Same with Ferguson. I remember when he used to be wave after wave attack at Old Trafford in Fergie time. He said, just keep the tempo. Yeah. They'll cave in. They'll be tired. They'll be knackered constantly defending on the seat of their pants. They'll be knackered and they lose concentration. And then it'd be like 3, 4 in a few minutes. And people used to wonder how they do that. Say because they're like a pneumatic drill. It's non-stop. Work them, make them run, make them face their own goal. Not none of this is all in front of them. They don't have to really move. Just keep it tight, boys. They're defending their goal, facing the goal. You see it? They're constantly running behind. Centre halves are going out into full back positions to cover. So once you start doing that, it's unless you've got no one that can't hit a banjo, but backside with a banjo, you're gonna beat them. You're gonna beat them. But no one wants
Yeah.
to do that. And I said, no, you give away the ball. Oh, it's wasteful. Then you have to track back. I said, yeah, well, that's what you're there for. You're fit. You're training all the time. So doing recovery sprints 3 or 4 times a game, you should be doing that easily.
For
Jesus.
sure.
That's why I used to like Bayern Munich under Hansi Flick. Because that team they're fit and that team they create chance. If they caught up the pitch because the pace right at the side and the fitness, they get back into position rapid. None of this, yeah, they're running, sprinting back into position. Yeah,
Yeah.
so hopefully, when we take over one of them non-league clubs, once we made our big money, we can implement the old school, the new way.
I hear that.
So you still saying you need more legs in midfield? Because Manu looks terrific under Carrick.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we need a Casemiro replacement. Also, he's leaving in the summer, so as much I would like him to stay at least another year, but
You
he's
would,
obviously.
even
Oh,
though
actually,
his age and he's lost legs.
I mean, he's bossed the two best midfielders in the country, so
Mm.
he's not that bad,
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
no, no. Because remember that when people are saying he's lost the legs and the stamina,
It's just
and
it's
he's
just
got
Jamie
positional
Carragher
play.
coming with nonsense. Jamie Carragher, obviously, at the time he had he had like an off season. Like, I mean, we all played bad them days. Like, it was Ten Hag's last season. Like, we was all playing bad,
Mm.
and obviously he was getting
It's the
exposed.
tactics as well because the way Ten Hag went to play.
Exactly, he was getting exposed. He
When
couldn't.
people lose a bit, this is why I still like. It's like again like boxing. I was talking with my friend Abdullah the other day. He said the reason why Roy Jones started to get sparked every time he fought once he got over 35. Said the man abusing his body with the weight training, keep going up in weight, coming down in weight. Then he lost a bit of speed. So when he was used to do the head movement and the last minute agility,
Yeah,
swerving and bobbing and weaving, they said he wasn't as quick, so he kept getting caught. So before he learned the craft properly, the fundamentals like Mayweather, when Mayweather slowed down, Mayweather, high block, cross guard, you see it, Philly
yeah,
shell. You change it, you change the angle, pivot more, you take less risks because he knew he wasn't as fast with his movement. Said
yeah,
that way you preserve your health and you don't get hit so much in the head. But he still think, yeah, I'm Superman. Woo!
yeah,
Don't sleep. That's what a lot of people doing is trying to play the same way when they're aging and the body's not the same.
yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
why it's a love. You see, when Michael Carrick was young, I remember when I was a steward and he's at West Ham, and I only watched him the whole game. So I said, I wonder
Mhm.
why people rate this youth here, because said he's not really dynamic or anything. But when I see the position he used to pick up and how he could take the ball under pressure, always composed with his head up scanning, said genius player, even before Man United signed him. So I
Yeah, yeah.
said, people said, nah, I'm not having it. I prefer Rio and Joe Cole and Frankie Lampard. I said, nah, listen, Michael Carrick is the glue. You understand me? And he said
I,
he's like what they used to call Perlo, the register. So when
yeah,
they brought him in, I said, yeah, that's a good thing because Scholes was on his last leg. So I said, yeah, that's the next man to control the game and the tempo with the passing. And
I think we
keep
need to go and
so.
get Adam Wharton from Palace.
Oh, you want
I,
him?
I
Yeah, I
want
wanted him at Chelsea to be fair.
I want him.
Instead of Fernandez.
Palace seem to be selling everyone at the moment, so it's like if you go in there, slap a 60, 70 million, they might take it.
Mm. Yeah, to be fair, I'd like to just to get either him or Elliot Anderson. Mm.
Yeah, Elliot Anderson's a baller as well.
Mm.
But I prefer Wharton just because of how he controls the tempo and
Mm.
he's comfortable on the ball. Anderson is a workhorse.
Yeah, he's a
So
workhorse, but he's handy, you know. I
he's
was
handy, yeah.
before Tuchel picked him, and everyone would be know before they said, "Oh, why are they picking him?" I said, "Who?" I think, what did he do? He done one skill and then a Cruyff under pressure, and he broke the line, the
Yeah,
midfield
yeah,
line. I thought, what? I never knew that brother had that under the locker. I said,
yeah.
so I started watching more. I said, yeah, we need to get this you in. I
Yeah,
said, Fernandez is peeing me off. I couldn't believe it. When we won on the weekend, Liam Rosina saying about how Enzo Fernandez is a fantastic, not just a good footballer, but he's a fantastic athlete. I said, huh? Maybe stamina wise, but
yeah,
not for pace and agility. No way.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
what are you talking about?
he ain't gonna criticize them in public, is he?
Yeah, but I couldn't, yeah, but I thought he wouldn't just not mention that. But to say that he's a good athlete
Yeah, yeah,
above, no, no, no. Said, yeah, he's maybe got a lot of stamina. He can maybe run all day. Yeah. But I said again, when Kim's in there alongside I say though, when we're playing expansively, the distances are too big between them and he can never get back in. That's why we can see so much goals.
yeah.
So I fought for a lot of it. Yeah. So it's thing. Fun enough, when he took over though, did I tell you? I wrote to him, yeah. Actually, I'll sing it, I'll email you the letter. What I noticed, yeah. Two of the players I picked out, he put on one of them, he put Mbweke, this youth striker we got, against
Okay.
Arsenal, funny enough, on the bench, and he put Dario Asugo on the bench. This is the man that we're supposed to take the load off of Lavia. And I
Yeah,
noticed he said they're a fantastic player, so I had to add them to the squad. He'd only just arrived, so he wouldn't really know them. So I was
yeah.
sneaking, I was telling Kaden, see?
Crazy, crazy.
It's big, but I tell you, it's big. He's going down there. Yeah, eventually, I think I'm gonna get my press pass. To be fair, I was gonna ask you about that. What do you think? Because
Yeah, go.
going forward, yeah, and you need to invite your cousin to some of these games. They're constantly going top games, and you invite your cousin.
Who said that?
Yeah, you went to watch Arsenal and then Man United. See, I'd like to
When?
see them kind of games.
When?
Hmm? Do you
I
go and
didn't. I
watch
didn't
them
go
all
yesterday.
the time? Hmm?
No, 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 no. I didn't go watch it yesterday.
Okay, okay. But you still got
No,
to
no.
Old Trafford, don't you?
Yeah, I went. I went early in the season. I didn't go. I ain't gone anytime soon.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get a press pass so I can get in because I've got credentials at Cobham from when I was at university.
Okay.
But because I can't, they said, "Oh, what happened to your NUJ pass?" So I have to renew it. I haven't had it for years, so I'm gonna get it. So that way, what I might do is say you're my photographer, and we get
Yeah.
to go in and so without having to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so we can get some live footage and I want to get something as well where we can when you get them video analysts, so we
Yeah.
can point out what we're saying and make it more entertaining. Innit?
Yeah,
I'm
hundred
trying
percent.
to look into that now. So when we do these talks, we can freeze it like them the top analyzers, so they people can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you make it more entertaining, and hopefully improve the level.
100%.
So yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna look into that. And you what the boxing stuff as well? Would you come with me
Yeah,
to the boxing? I like the
yeah,
boxing.
100%. We need to do a couple of these events anyway. Just
I
even
know
just
I
go.
should have gone to Tottenham when Eubank and Ben fought.
Yeah, I got offered tickets, but they were asking for like
Yeah, no,
£900 for
stupid
me.
money. I
I
wanted to
was
go
like,
Miami as well because at the point I had money to go Miami.
oh, for Jake
But
Paul.
then yeah. Because the crypto
I,
was up then. The crypto was up, so I was gonna take a thing and say, yeah, babe, I'm gonna go. But then she said, oh, well, I want to get this for Christmas and that, and remember I've got the extra job now. So I missed the opportunity lifetime. I could have gone down and see Alicia Buenwano win and Joshua punch up Paul. Yeah. So I said, yeah, and anytime there's another big boxing event in Miami, I want to go because I always wanted to go to Miami from young, and I
yeah.
still ain't been.
I went to Usyk the bar
Oh, you did?
last year,
Okay.
but I was up high in the sky anyway. My boy got me tickets, but
No,
it
to
was
be
like,
fair, there's a thing they can always get tickets, but they put big charges on them.
yeah, yeah. But we was up high
Yeah,
in the sky, man.
mm,
We was up high in the sky. So
yeah. There's always ways to get. There's I know a couple of sites. I forget what. How can I forget them? I subscribe to them, but there's a couple of sites where even when they say there's no general admission tickets left, there's one on these sites. But
yeah,
you put a markup of 30%. It's like one time I went to watch Chelsea up at Molineux, Wolves, and I went up there for the day a couple of years ago. And I remember that they Tam Abraham scored a hat trick, and they were talking about the general tickets up there cheap. It's like £27
yeah,
general
yeah.
admission, and not you're not high up either. You're like mid of the stadium. But
Yeah.
because they said general admission tickets are sold out, I had to pay £60 for it,
Mad.
and then pay the ticket to go up to Wolverhampton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. And there's always thing. Even for the Carabao Cup when Liverpool beat us when Tuchel was there. I tried to because I was stewarding at the bridge. I thought, I asked him, I said, look, can't I get none of them privileges? He said, nah, mate, you ain't been there long enough. These for the long standing stewards. But
Okay.
when I looked on the site, yeah, they had tick, but they were talking about 360 to be high up in Wembley. I said, nah, nah. Unfortunately, I didn't go because we lost 1-0.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I said, yeah, thank God I didn't spend the money to go and see that. I'm only interested when we're being. Yeah, so yeah, there's always sites like that, but it depends on the paper and the responsibilities.
Yeah, I remember going to watch the year Leicester won the league.
Mm,
I went to watch Villa Leicester. Obviously, them times Leicester was a dead team in it, so the
mm.
prices were cheap. I think I paid like £20. I was front row.
See.
But obviously, them times no one expected Leicester to be going for the title. Them times,
Mm.
so I remember going to that. Just randomly went up there, just paid quick £20 and watched that. So it was good to see Vardy and Mahrez them times. But
Mm.
yeah, man, you can do it. Depends on obviously who it is in it and what game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's a wrap, everyone. Cannon Cross Podcast. Catch us next Premier League Roundup with my cousin Jason.
Yes,
And
sir.
boom.